Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at some finance idioms. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's lesson is looking at finance idioms, and we have 7 finance idioms that we use in English to talk about situations where we don't have a lot of money, okay? So finance idioms when we don't have a lot of money. Now, there are other idioms that we can use when we have a lot of money, but these ones are normally when we are struggling to make cash, when perhaps we've lost our job, perhaps we can't find a good job and we're struggling. So these are idioms that we can use in that situation. Now, some of them may be familiar to you, some of them may not. And all of these idioms are necessary if you want to take your English to the next level, for the advanced, the proficiency levels of English, the B2s, the C1s, the C2s. These idioms need to be known. So we'll look at the first one, which is to make ends meet. To make ends meet. And to make ends meet means that you are able to more or less comfortably get to the end of the month on your salary. You don't have to borrow money from somebody else. Your salary is adequate. Let's have a look at the example. I had to take a pay cut and now I find it hard to make ends meet. So because my salary was reduced, because my pay was reduced, I find it difficult now to make ends meet. I don't have a lot of money. It's hard for me to get from pay packet to pay packet, okay? It's not easy because I took a pay cut. There we go. That's the problem. The next one is down and out. Down and out. Now, more or less from these two words here, we can get an idea what this idiom means, to be down and out. We'll have a look at the example. He's lost his job and home, but he's not totally down and out just yet. So down and out means that you have basically nothing. You don't have a home. You're ruined financially, okay? Maybe you're living in the streets. It is that bad. So you're down and out. But this person, although he lost his job, he's not completely down and out just yet. He's holding on still. So he's not down and out just yet. He still has some resources that are preventing him from being homeless or, being absolutely down and out. Now, the next one, to keep your head above water. Again, through the context, we can get an idea to keep your head above water. So let's have a look at the sentence. With the cost of living rising, I'm finding it hard to keep my head above water, okay? So imagine that if you can't keep your head above water, you drown, okay? So you drown financially, okay? Not literally, but metaphorically, financially speaking, you have to try to keep your head above water so that you can breathe, okay? Cost of living is rising and it becomes more and more difficult because that cost of living is rising to keep your head above water. The next one is on a shoestring. This one might not be familiar to you. It's hard to keep operating on a shoestring. We may need to close down. So if you're operating on a shoestring, it means that you don't have a lot of resources. Your resources are limited. Your budget is limited. Perhaps in a company, the company expenses, perhaps your monthly expenses at home. If you're on a shoestring, it means that you don't have a lot of money to spend. Or perhaps you choose to live on a shoestring, for example. Maybe you are a frugal person. You like to live on a shoestring, not spend a lot of money. You're quite economical with your cash on a shoestring. So it's hard to keep operating on a shoestring, especially if you have a business. It's hard to keep operating on a shoestring. The next one, tighten your belt. You need to tighten your belt. This idiom is used in other languages as well. So tighten your belt. Times are tough. We might have to tighten our belts, okay? Spend less money. Tighten our belts. Become more economical with the resources that we have to tighten our belts because times are tough. We need to tighten our belts. Number 6, on your uppers. Informal, not very common nowadays, but you can still hear it and see it. He's been on his uppers since he lost his job. So he's been poor, he's been broke, he's been on his uppers. That's what it means. He just doesn't have any money. He lost his job, no income. He's on his uppers. And the last one, in the red. In the red. You can be in the black, you can be in the red. And in the red means that you have a bank account that is in red numbers or a negative balance in the bank. My bank account is usually in the red because I spend more money than I earn. I find it difficult to make ends meet. I find it difficult to keep my head above water. So my bank account is in the red, not in the black, in the red. So as we can see here, bank account in the red. So when your account goes below zero and you owe the bank money, you are in the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 finance idioms to talk about situations where you don't have a lot of cash. Now, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, you know to leave them in the section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it please with your friends. I'll see you in the next video English lesson. Have a good day. Bye.